Hi, I'm the Woodpecker today. I'm wiring the electricity and making the frame of the exterior walls. My shop looks a lot like this right now, a structure with a roof. It will be better to have walls before the winter. But before, I need to build the frame which will hold all the planks. So I begin by installing a sill gasket on top of the foundation. Then I anchor the treated lumber 2x6s on top of it. Then it's as simple as nailing studs between the tie beam and those 2x6s. The back of the shop is pretty straightforward. René cuts the studs and I nail them. But the sides have lots of braces, so it's more complicated. After cutting a stud, I trace the placement of the brace and remove it. Then it goes on like this, just like for all the other studs. Both front braces were too long because of the big front windows. So we cut them a little and re-screw them in place. This is all the exterior frame of my shop, with horizontal studs to hold all my planks. Between each stud there is 48 inches and 24 in height, the same size as an insulation bat. I don't need more support. The timber frame is strong enough. I also cut two 8x8s to put beside the main front door. I use a jack to lift the tie beam just a smidge, so we can slip both posts under it. Then I screw two screws on top of each post. The bottom is held in place with an angled bracket anchored to the concrete with bolts and screwed to the post with 6-inch screws. Because of that bracket, I need to carve a cavity under both front sills 2x6s. Now that all the exterior frame is done, I can start to work on the electricity. I begin by making some elaborate electricity wiring plans. But the first thing I actually do is install all the ceiling boxes for my light fixtures. I start with this because all the ceiling electricity must be completed before I can call the insulation guy. So after measuring, marking, drilling, and cutting the electrical box openings, I try the box to see if it fits. It's perfect. I need to repeat this 21 more times. Then I need to go onto the roof, under the huge tarp, and install all 22 boxes. Trust me, it's unpleasant working under this tarp. In the end, all the boxes look like this. They're all glued to the ceiling planks and wired together. I also wire everything for the heating and the big power tools. One thing for sure, there are a lot of wires going to the electrical panel from the roof. Now that all the wires are in place, I can insulate the ceiling. Next, I can install the electrical panel. The first thing I do is hook up the main 100 amp wire, which comes from the house. Then I hook up all the ceiling boxes. Okay, I have 22 to hook up. This takes a long time, and on top of this, it's pretty hard to work with both arms in the air and the neck bent backward all the time. But after a while, I'm done, and it looks like this. But the electricity is far from over, because I need to install more electrical boxes. Some boxes are screwed to the stud, others are nailed. But to hook up the wires, we need to drill a lot of holes. I drill the posts and beams with the big electric drill. While René drills the stud with the battery-powered drill. Then, she fishes all the wire through the hose. While she does that, I still have other boxes to install. After several days, we finally have electricity in my shop. We try it. And success. Now, with the electricity, we can work at night with spots. But this is ridiculous. We didn't install all those plugs for nothing. So we start to install the ceiling lamps. I measure the placement of the fixtures I screws and screw them. Then I install the fixture with its fluorescence. Then I test it. Woohoo! I have my first lamp installed.
Oh, look.
I just need to install 17 others. This is what it looks like from the outside when I turn all the lights on. 72 fluorescent tubes really give me nice lighting. Now the electricity is complete. I have 18 lamps with 4 fluorescent tubes in each one, 2 sets of switches on each side of the entrance door, 6 sets of plugs like those ones, 4 110 volt plugs, and 1 220 volts, 1 set like this one with 2 220 volt plugs, 1 for the dust collector and 1 for the compressor, 5 quadruple plugs like this one, 4 simple, but it's only in the shed part, 2 exterior plugs. Okay, I need exterior walls to finish their installation, but it's in the process. I'll install those 2 later on for my welding machine. And finally, 4 plugs near the ceiling for additional lighting. But with 72 fluorescents, I don't know if I'll ever use them. I also have walls full of wires. I'll leave you on this and come back to see the rest on the Woodpecker.